Sanibonani dumelang, abusheni hello, gama kuthokozani, lisedikhanya. Ngihlele nomakhenika, ngumakhenika womsamo, ngiphethe umkhulu Seida, gedla lamakhosi. Mkhulu!
Inyanga yamashkrishkrili igedla lamakhosi. Angiyisoli bra. Khushwayo kuduwe. Namhlanje siyajula gedla.
Sure.
Siyajula mara sijula kancane. You don't wanna drown. And you don't wanna drown the viewers.
Yeah. So Umkhulu is saying this because we wanted to make a video about Ukuthwala. The reason for this is we've been mentioning it a lot, like the episode about what is Umsamo. Umsamo ungcoliswa yini, Umkhulu mentioned Ukuthwala. We spoke about spiritual hygiene. How can ungcole? Umkhulu mentioned maybe you went to a place where vele bathwele to attract business, or maybe ulele nomuntu othwele and then you will become spiritually uyangcola nomsamo uyamosheka. So now we want to explain this thing ukuthi kuyini ukuthwala. Kuyini ukuthwala? What does it mean? What are the benefits? What are the dangers? Just to awaken people, because my feeling about this thing is that it's become a buzzword. Everyone's talking about this thing, but abantu bayangimangaza umuntu uzokutshela ukuthi angithwele, ungitshela kanjani ngithwele? What? Okay, Mkhulu, yini ukuthwala? What is this thing?
Yo, makhosi. We need to break this thing down. Ngoba abantu bahamba bayophakamisa inhlanhla.
Sure.
Batshela ukuthi bayathwaliswa. Abantu banika amaphondo wenhlanhla. Bagcatshwe ngey'nhlanga. Batshela ukuthi bayaphakanyiswa. Abantu balanda izinto zenhlanhla batshela ukuthi sikuthwalisile. Bakwethu, ukuthola into yenhlanhla, whether inamafutha wesilwane or impande nemithi ejulile, akusukuthwaliswa lokho. Yebo, uzotshelwa ukuthi lento le moyiphethe ungayenza okuthize, or uma uyiphethe uhambe uyogezwa, or lesigubhu lesi uma uhambile wayoyenza ucansi ufike ugeze ngalo muthi kucala, usuke uphakanyisiwe la. Usuke unike into ephakamisa inhlanhla, into esebenza ukudonsa inhlanhla. Ukuthwala bakwethu is just what the word says. Uyathwala. You are taking on a baggage. Something that you are saying, this is mine to carry now. And baggage is never easy. It might be differing in weight, but it is never easy to carry. And yakho usuyithwalile emahlombe. Ukuthwala kunemfihlo edalulwa kuwe nje kuphela uma ufika laphaya. And ukuthwala kufana nokuphakamiswa ngoba as the word says, into uma uyiphakamisile iyaphela amandla kumele yenzweni futhi uyivuselele. Whereas isithwalo yinto yanganophakade. You have taken on a weight, igibe on your shoulders. Uvamise ukuthi uma uthwala ungathwaliswa with something natural. We would call it isilwane or a chimera, whether inyoka or imbuzi or whatever way they used to create a covenant between you and that entity. And ekuthwaleni akukho umaphindele emuva, because this thing is in you, iphila through wena. Angeke uthwale uhamba udalula imfihlo yesithwalo sakho.
Hey, ngiyabona ukuthi this is really your chat. Ngiyaxolisa ukufaka emlonyeni, but ngifuna nami to just get an opportunity to just define the way I understand it and just raise some points based on what you've said so far. Okay. Ngolwazi lwami ne, ukuthwala angithi umuntu, we spoke at length about umsamo. Umuntu unendabuko yakhe la achamuka khona, uneyidalwa, unedlozi, unethonga, ne? Unemimoya yasekhaya, umzali wakho, ugogo wakho, umkhulu wakho, ne? Those are the people that are responsible for your life, for your safety, for inhlanhla yakho, for your success, for your protection, ne? Now, maso uthwala, you are inyanga, because some of them they'll say no, let's just tell it will go with your family tree. Hi, fuck off ngindaba yedlozi, and to each his own, ne? But masothala, you are now leaving your family tree. You are going to fetch something outside. Not, this is not your dad. This is an outside entity that you are now taking and you are putting it on your shoulders. Yeah? As Mkulu said, in some cases, or according to Mkulu, in all cases, this thing is very heavy and it's forever. Okay, now Mkulu, there's a different. Just to explain further, why would someone do that? It's because, like, they want some kind of success, money, wealth, protection, and this thing, it will bring that, but at a certain cost at which Mkulu Magati kukhona imfihlo yakhona edalula ebakutshela yona uyi-one. It's that thing that you now agreeing, okay, this is the covenant, you're gonna do this for me, I will do this for you, and this is forever. That is just twala. Okay, cool. And if you fuck up the agreement, you will pay the price. Okay. But now where I'm going is, it's the kunegaba to this thing. You mentioned ukuphakanyiswa, you mentioned ukuthwala, you mentioned umuthi nje wenhlanhla. One person is of the school of thought to say the moment you take something that is not you, the moment you take something and you put it within your blood, usuthwele. Someone will say, nah, that's just umuthi wokulekelela inhlanhla yakho. Someone will say the difference between isiphakamiso nesithwalo is that you are taking something that's outside of you, but iyakuphakamisa, and then over time it dissipates, and then idinga ukuvuselelwa. And then the difference, and then someone will say ukuthwala is when you specifically go for a spiritual entity that has terms and conditions that you need to stick to for the rest of your life for it to bring whatever it brings. According to wena, what is the difference between umuthi nje, ukuphakamisa inhlanhla, isiphakamiso nesithwalo? I think that deserves some kind of discussion.
That's a hard question.
Yeah.
So I'll answer it to the best of my ability. Wazi ukuthi ithi ngiqale la ukuthi singagxeki abantu abathwalayo.
Yes.
Because khona iy'thwalo ezi-right. Okay?
Okay.
Isikhona iy'thwalo ezi-right, iy'thwalo ezingalimazi. Kodwa uhlala uthwele wazi ukuthi uma bazokutshela ukuthi wena usugqoke iy'mpahla ezi-red nje kuphela. Uthwele lapho. You don't want to wear the same color every day. Or bathi wena usuzogqoka amakwayikwayi. Waya kumba fire. Uthwele lapho. Now, ukuphakanyiswa is usually mabaphakamisa inhlanhla yakho yendalo by something to boost it. Whether amafutha wey'lwane, whether imithi ehlanganise namafutha wey'lwane, whatever way, ukuphakamiswa okwenhlanhla yakho yemvelo, whereas isithwalo now is not inhlanhla, yinto egila umlingo.
Okay.
Igila umlingo. Now, abantu bazobuza ukuthi that means it's detrimental to idlozi. No. Kwamandulo okhokho bethu bebaba ney'nkomo. But because famine comes, imfuyo suffers, imfuyo dies. Now you need something ezogila umlingo. They need imfuyo to do what? Grow much quicker. Isithwalo sigila umlingo bakwethu. Ungaba nenhlanhla yokuthi wena uyohlala uney'nkomo, but now you want to move from izinga ley'nkomo eziyi-10, because every time the famine comes it cuts you down to 6. Now you want this thing ukuthi ikudalele nje imlingo, ukuthi zi-multiply from 10 to 50 to 100. Isithwalo yiloko, yinto egila umlingo aside from inhlanhla yakho. The reason I'm mentioning kwamandulo ukuthi okhokho bethu bebanazo is because depending on different situations, ithongo lakho can be like, no, ukhokho walo muntu lowo bekanemfuyo and wayithatha inyoka. Leyo nyoka before afa wayindlulisela noma wacela inyanga ukuthi mina mangihamba la emhlabeni ngicela into yami iphele. Bamyenzela leyo nto leyo ukuthi makahamba iphele ngaye le nto leyo. So wena mawufika uphahla idlozi lakho izokutshela ukuthi no, this thing is not in connection with us, but ilande sizoyivuma ukuthi kulekelele as long as ingafiki ibuse la emsamo. Yilapho ke kumele ubuze enyangeni ukuthi isithwalo njani lesi. Khona iy'thwalo ezibi la esifike zive sesifaka iboots ethongeni liphume ngomnyango. I'm not only talking now about
I just want to do you understand? Because I understand the danger in that, but I want to labor on Do you understand the danger in that? You went and you fetched, this thing is not your dad. You went ulande isipogi noma walanda umkhovu noma walanda imimoya thizeni ama-jeans. What else is there? Well, you took whatever you took. Abagini ithonga lakini lathi hayi labaleka. Now you left with this guy. Now this thing is busumzimba wako. The day you decide, nah, actually, my guy, I'm cool with you, izokubulala, and your parents are not going to protect you because you fetch this thing, you didn't consult them, it's now ruling, and it now becomes idlozi on top of you. Do you understand the danger in that? Some of them will even decide, no, I'm changing the terms and conditions.
Ayikho leyo phela. Ngicela ni-understandeni. Because I see it on social media now. I even have some patients who come up to me and they'll say things like, hey mkhulu, ngifuna into esheshayo, hey mkhulu, ini. I have patients that abantu baney'dingo ey'hlukahlukile.
Sure.
Kodwa there must be an understanding yokuthi uma ngizokuphakamisa, ayikho into ezoshesha, ayikho into ezogila umlingo, siyakuphakamisa. So you are moving at 40 kilometers an hour. Siyakuphakamisa to 60 kilometers, 80 kilometers, and at that, if you don't ubuye uzogcwalisa amandla, you go back to your normal speed. Isithwalo siyakuthatha sikubeke ku-200 kilometers, sithi angeke-ke ngisuse inyawo lami
ekubeni bowuhamba ngo-40 noma ngo-20 kubeke ku-200
ku-200 ithi angilisusi inyawo ku-accelerator. Uma ungalandeli imigomo yami siyashayisa. Angiceli ngiyakuxwayisa into engizoyenza if you don't follow my rules. So ithongo lakho lizoyivuma, but with the understanding ukuthi understand ukuthi lento le yebo ayilimazi la ingena kaso, kodwa wazi-ke ukuthi when this thing decides ukuthi iyakushaya because of le mgomo uyithathile, we are unable ukulamula. Angeke sikulamulele.
Did you hear what Mkhulu said? He's saying you fetch this thing, you made an agreement with this thing, and maybe even Abagin say, okay, fine, mthatha lento, but wageja imigomo lana, we can't protect you. Ushayeke.
And that's what people take for granted. You are money hungry. You are money hungry. You don't want to steadily work towards something. Asisho ukuthi ungalanda imithi iyasebenza, iy'washo ziyasebenza, but kuzoya ngehanga yakho and your reasons. Kehla, people's reasons differ. People have different reasons. Sometimes akuthwalelwa nemali. Sometimes umuntu uzothwala into emvikelayo. Into emvikelayo, into emgadayo ukuthi la hamba khona lento le kumele kube yiye ehambela phambili, kube yiye ehambela emuva, ihlale imgadile. But you must understand now that is an extra power that you are getting in addition or expelling amathongo wakho and replacing them with.
Is it always the case that it expels amathongo?
No. Kuney'nyanga ey'hlukahlukile, kunabantu abanamandla ahlukahlukile. Kunabathandazi abanamandla ngokuhlukahlukile. I can't say I know everything, but what I do know ukuthi there are various methods of doing different things. Angeke sithi umuntu makathwele ithongo lakhe liyabaleka or idlozi lakhe liyabaleka. Khona amadlozi a-understandayo ukuthi la ekhaya vele kuyathwala. Akunankinga, sizoyibekezelela lento. Inkinga iba ukuthi, and I must make people understand this. Once kwachitheka igazi lomuntu,
in that sithwalo, either building it, making it, or the agreement, or umnikelo that you're going to give this thing, once it involves igazi, please continue.
The moment isithwalo si-involve igazi lomuntu, wazi-ke ukuthi yila amathongo azokhala khona. Unless-ke wena umsamo wakini uhlipizekile nawe unganandaba nje uthi anginandaba mina nomsamo nje. Ngiyonikela nangoma ubani. Then you must know then you are going into isithwalo of darkness. Ngoba kuney'thwalo that toe the grey line, and then there's iy'thwalo ezobumnyama la ekuchithwa igazi khona. And the moment into idla igazi lomuntu, you must know it's something of darkness. Unfortunately, eziningi iy'thwalo engizaziyo ziphakama ngegazi lomuntu ezinamandla. Eziningi ngazo mina ezisebenza okoqotho ngempela ziphakama ngegazi lomuntu. Zikhona here and there, abazothi asiphakami ngegazi lomuntu, but a lot of them that they mention iphakamiso nje kuphela akusiyithwalo kuphela. Another thing you must know, isithwalo sinemfihlo ejulile. Umuntu othwele ngempela angeke akutshele ukuthi uthwele, because izinto ekumele aziyenze, and at the hours he has to do them, you will not do those things wena yourself.
And not just that, once wakutshela, that already he has broken the agreement yokuthi he needs to keep this to himself. But once wakutshela, he might even die before 12 that day. That is the real Shandis.
And you must understand, to understand with Ukuthwala, you're fetching a chimera, you're fetching an entity that's intelligent. Ungacabanga ukuthi uzokhuluma ubhede ubizi, hayi mina abatekoloshilami baza ngami bakulalele, izoqhuma impama uma ufika ekhaya. Siyashaya nje, sosakaza wonke lama-window lawo, ukholwe-ke ukuthi now you're dealing with something ecabangayo, uma ikubhekile iyacabanga nayo. Yebo inemigomo, inezinto eziyibambile ukuthi it can't just act out of pocket with regards to you, but the moment you cross the line, izokushaya.
Ngicela ukuthi angisafuni ukukhuluma isingisi ngoba abelungu laba balalele kule app esisebenzisayo bese bayosiblock. Kodwa ngicela ukuthi ukhumbule inkulumo yethu besikhuluma e-mall le eduzane. Besikhuluma ngokuthwala ngesipoki sokuthi mawuthwala ngesipoki ingathi uthatha ngicela uchaze ukuthi what are the dangers, ngoba it's like you tricking this guy and then ukubhekile and then ugcina asacela izinto ezinzima, awukwazi nokuncaba ngoba ukuphi imali ejulile, ufuna kahle kahle ukukutrap ukuthi yalena mangacela izomhlula bese ageje bese yamshaya ngoba umthebulile lo muntu. Cela uchaze mkhulu
ukuthi sikhe phezulu bakwethu, wazi ukuthi uma uthwala ngesiboko, you're fetching a dead spirit. Well, you're fetching a dead person and you are calling their spirit to act in capacity of lo muntu bebawuyo. Uyabavika in terms of their spiritual progression in the realms, whether they were caught in limbo or whether bebayenzani. Wena usube yaphoqa ngemithi nemlingo ukuthi ubabuyise la emhlabeni. Wena uma ungathathwa ngenkani uthathe uyofaka ematsheni, lokufaka isiswebhu, utshela ukuthi uyayigubha le golide ufuna ungafuni, we have your daughter ransom, we have some form of ransom over you. Do you think you would be happy?
Pause. So you're saying it's an unhappy spirit? Uma sivusa isipoko sithi sithwalisa umuntu, leso sipoko leso asijabulanga.
I would say the reason why abantu abaningi deal with difficulties mase baphethe ipoko is because these things are not happening. I won't talk for zonke ipoko. I won't talk for
yonke imimo.
But from the people I've seen, ney'ngcindezi abadila nazo, once baphethe isipoko, you can only tell ukuthi they are with something that is serving under the capacity of force. Uyiphoqile lento le through umlingo, through imfundiso zakho ukuthi mayenze lento eyenzayo.
Sure.
So yona mase kutshela ukuthi wake waphazama ngizokunquma bafu, and I won't even warn you mososondele kuphazameni, because that means I'm much more closer ukuthi ngiphume kule contract ongifake kuyo. So I won't say each and every spirit is unhappy, but you must understand, I'm giving you this knowledge ukuthi you are forcing a spirit to come into the physical realm and serve in the physical realm instead of the spiritual realm.
And inyanga out there, we're not fighting nani, we're not fighting vusa isipoko sakho yenza into eyenzayo. Inhloso yethu yokuthi sifundise abantu ngalento. Umuntu makacabanga ukuthi mina ngifuna ukuyolanda isipoko sizoyenza ukuthi nokuthi nokuthi, they must know ukuthi lento engifuna ukuyenza inobungozi obukhulu. Uyabona nje kuphala isikarelo one time.
No, definitely. And inyanga we differ in knowledge.
Yeah, true.
Hayi wonke umuntu uthwalisa ngesiboko. Khona iy'lwane la ngaphandle ezilekelelayo inhlanhla bakuthwalise ngenkosazana eza nayo inhlanhla, kodwa nayo izoza nayo imigomo. Hayi ukuthi it's unhappy, it's just telling you to operate in this capacity. I'm gonna need ABC from you. Manje sesikhuluma nje ngesiboko. the unnatural power of raising another living being and forcing them to work in this realm. Asikhulumi ngey'nkanyamba neminye imimoya nabotiyoloshi namadoda nani. We're speaking specifically ngey'bhoko. Asigxeki futhi. We are educating people not to take things for granted. Down to umuthi wenhlanhla. Ukuthi uma uthathe isiphakamiso senhlanhla watshelwa ukuthi ungayenzi lokhu nalokhu bakutshele ukuthi ayinangozi. Kodwa uhlala uwazi ukuthi if wayeqa leyo mgomo, no matter how simple it is, uyohlupheka nganophakade.
No, Gucci, people need to know that this thing is very deep, man. This thing of, I'm seeing a YouTuber talking about, yeah, mina, bengithwele ngespogo or bengithwele whatever, short boys, whatever. Akhuluma ngayo on a YouTube video. No, that person does not know what the hell they're talking about. Ngoba wayikhuluma lento.
You can, I suppose, once uyeqile imgomo seyigqilaza lento le to the point of death, somebody can come out clean and say ukuthi hey mina bengithwele ngento so ningangiboni, so I'm ashy, my eyes are red, this thing is taking me. Kodwa akekho umuntu oyothi samsebenzela lento isalethe imali akhulume.
Like it's just another merry day.
No,
it doesn't
you
work.
It, from my understanding and knowledge engiyithole emathongweni and ezinye inyanga, it's not child's play. Ifuna umuntu odelile. Yingakho we're doing this right now ukuthi wazi ukuthi if sothatha leso sinqumo ibusudelile. Ungabi umntana nje because you saw a couple of rappers throwing bands. Wabona ubona lama celebrity a drive imoto eningi uthi I also want to live like that. Zizoqala imoto, izoba khona indlu. Kodwa usuyobona ukuthi uyobekezela. Ngoba ngenile.
True that. And look, another reason that I wanted to shoot this video is we kept mentioning ukuthi something like Ukuthwala can mess with umsamo wakho, ungcolisa umsamo, wanakele umsamo, or even your spiritual hygiene. Can you please just explain ukuthi is it possible for isithwalo ukuthi simoshe umsamo? What happens to umsamo mawuthwele? What are the possible dangers? No, ukuthi mawulala nomuntu othwele, what is the danger in that?
Makhosi.
You've always wanted to speak, man.
It's isibeke kaso. Iy'thwalo ziza nemigomo.
Sure.
Nemigomo enye ejulile, enye futhi that I can't say here because you won't believe it.
No, you will be in trouble with people.
Into encane as simple as ukuthi isithwalo sakho ukuthi siphakame, one of imigomo ukuthi wena kumele uphuze umchamo. Ithi ngiyenzisele.
Sure. Example.
Udla amagaga. Ulale ney'dumo. Do you believe doing those things? Firstly, uzogezeka ngokomoya.
No, ungcolile.
Uzokhona ukuya emsamo? Angeke ukhona.
Kanjani?
Lento iyakungcolisa. Now you're working for umuntu ophakame ngento ekungcolisile wena. By proxy, what happens to you? Now uyangcola.
How?
Now imali le ezayo, if isithwalo esidla igazi, that's blood money. That's blood money. Iyakungcolisa wena self leyo mali moyithola. Yingakho uzothola abantu abasebenzela umuntu othwele abayiboni nale mali abayiphethe. Ive sivuthuka inyama layo. Because lento ibuye iyidle, yakunika iyidle fast. Because it's unnatural, man. Again,
omunye uzothi it's because it's unnatural money. Omunye uzothi it's because you are benefiting off of an agreement you didn't make. Lento lena yabulela ke sebekazulu bareng. Karena lemona. It doesn't want to. How can you enjoy this money but you didn't make an agreement with this thing? You didn't do imigomo for this thing. So inyamala imali yakho.
It's a whole lot of things. Masika phezulu ngingathanda ukuthi abantu niyenze research.
True.
If so thatha le ndlela wenze research and yizwani bakwethu igazi liphakamisa into ngokusheshsha ngamandla athusayo. That's why ithwale iningi zidla igazi ukuthi yenzeni igile lo mlingo wokuthi a day kungena imali ongayazi. Of course khona inyanga esikhanda izinto ngokujulile ke. Skilled, very very skilled witch doctors that abangakuyenzela lento ingadli igazi kodwa inemigomo enzima. asikhona ukuya ukuthi umgomo ulo umgomo ngaba yilo umgomo but do your research. Ungavesi uzwe ukuthi khona umuntu othe uthwalisa nge-1,000 imali esheshayo yongenelwa yi-40 million, uzoyithola lento oyifunayo. Leyo 40 million iyophela within a year bese mayiqeda ukuphela ihambe nawe and awuyi ethongweni, uya nawe esigubhini.
Yeah, I also wanted to mention the part about, I thought you were going to say it, but it's fine. Lento yokuthi isithwalo sakho sithi sidla igazi. Or let me make a different example to say uthwala ngalento and these are the agreements, you agree with whatever. Then all of a sudden, like you were desperate for money, you needed things to happen, and then now this thing iyajika ayisalawuleki ihlule nenyanga yakho ithi lento lena ithi I want 2 birds. It no longer accepts whatever you agreed. I want 2 birds. Now uvume 2 birds are easy igazi of 2 birds. Now you've taught this thing igazi. Chances are very high ukuthi eventually this thing sizofuna igazi lomuntu and angeke uthi angifuni ngoba ungenile.
The thing is, like I said, igazi linamandla and once ihlatshelwa into iphakama ngamandla, you must know it's eating life force. And once idla life force, I want to tell you ukuthi qina bafo usungenile qina. And once ithi kuwe angisafuni inkomo, ngiyakutshela lento eyifunayo uzoyinika lento eyifunayo, wangayiniki izosithathela.
The way it was explained to me was, nawe umuntu angeke udle ikhabishi every day.
And you won't.
Angeke udle ikhabishi noma ithanda kangakanani, angeke udle ikhabishi every day. No, izothi no, I want 2 birds. Hayi manje sengifuna inkukhu. Ha manje sengifuna iyogcina ithi ngifuna. Yeah.
The issue is, Kesa, the topic of ithwalo is taken for granted. I think the way it's being publicized, it's being taken for granted. And ngifuna ukuphinda futhi, do your research. Zikhona ithwalo la ngaphandle ezingafuni igazi kodwa imigomo yakhona inzima. Wena mabangakutshela nje ukuthi awuphinde ulalele umuntu, imali iyadakwana, wena udakwe-ke ubone iy'buni ezinkulu or ubone ujafta nge-6 pack ulale nomuntu, uzoyithola lento oyifunayo. Ubutshelwe ukuthi ayidli igazi, you didn't get told under what circumstances lento angeke ishaye.
Yeah, well put. So uthola ukuthi you enter this covenant, lento lena ithi ngifuna ukuthi nokuthi akunagazi. Okay, fine, uyenza uthola imali, like umkhulu useyile imali idakwe, ugeja imigomo manje seyithi ngoba ugejile imigomo sengifuna lokhu manje xakeke ukuthi uthathaphi
and ngenile bakwethu zamani ukuphakanyiswa. This is now coming from umkhulu say phakamisani inhlanhla, gezani inhlanhla, iyani emanzini, sebenzisani iwasho, catshwani ngezinto zenhlanhla if ke seniyadela ngempela, ngoba nemithi yayo yeyiphakamiso ijulile. Njengoba wazi nawe uyigedla bafo, uyayazi lemithi engena laphaya. It's not 2, it's not 3, it's not 10 imithi, kuvamise ukuthi kube 30 and uphakamiswa la. So already that process ijulile on its own. Phakanyiswani kodwa uma ke nithi nidelile, kodwa ungabi umfana ona 28 and you want to post videos on Instagram, uhlanyiswa i-Instagram, uhlanyiswa ama-flashy cars, imali uzoyisutha seyigqwele laphaya, sekunyiwa ndoda, sekunyiwa day and night. Wena lento iyacindezela, you on the edge because uphila kabuhlungu ba.
I don't know, but guys, have you not noticed that you get those really rich people in this crazy car, but you'll never see him with a woman? Or he's really rich, but he's walking around lonely in the mall looking all depressed. Or you ask yourself, why is it that these very rich people are always the ones that are depressed?
There we're diving as well into understand Muthi. It's not Ukuthwala is not only a concept you're seen to in Africa.
100%.
There are kuney'thwalo eGibhithe kuney'ndlela Israel abakufaka under a covenant. Isithwalo essentially is a covenant with an entity. So ungaboni abelungu ukuthi hayi kuthwala thina abantu abemnyama nje kuphela. No,
Exactly.
everybody bayathwala. In each spirituality there is dark magic ejulile. There is grey magic ejulile. There is white magic ejulile. It's just about how much knowledge, research you do. So do your research. If when I decide I want to go to an Eastern mystic, he said he's gonna invoke a spirit for me. Anything, this thing, he's just gonna evoke it, it's gonna talk to me. Yazi kuye ukuthi once wakhuluma nento engasumuntu ikubuze ukuthi what do you want from me? The day ibuya ithi okay, this is what I want from you. You will give him. You will give him, Khetla. You will give him and you won't give him willingly. Uzoyikhipha leyo. So do your research. Don't be hungry for money. Don't be dumped by the society that is flesh driven and that is driven by riches, that is driven by monetary things. Impilo is first and foremost.
Yes.
Try and find a balance. If ke abantwana balambe ngaleyo ndlela uthi uzojula, do your research, uthole into engeke ifike ifune ukuthi lokhu uhlaba ungacedi, ngoba wageja into edla igazi iyokubonisa yona ukuthi igazi mina ngalithola whichever way, because I can track igazi through igazi lakho ngifakwe kuwo. Uyoqeda umndeni.
And that's how it is. Iyocala vele emndenini wakho.
Ayoshaya ke.
Iqale lapho.
Iyoshaya.
And once angithi soyifundisile manje, soyifundisile izothi pu sale wedwa.
Once yadla igazi awusaphindele.
Exactly.
Isisukile ke lapho yidla imali yakho ney'nyembe zakho usigwinye uyehlisa imali ngey'nyembezi because ungenile. And ibuhlungu lento Khetha, because you encounter the stories mawuhleli nezinye inyanga mawukhuluma, when you go online you encounter the stories of people that took for granted lento abangena kuyo. You see, it's one thing to be in the flesh, it's another thing now to deal with something in the spirit. Leyo nto on its own without ugeja imgomo ingakuhlanyisa.
True, that's true.
Without ugeja imgomo the mere fact ukuthi now and again mawuhleli endlini ubona isithunzi senyoka sithi if you are not mentally strong uzohlanya.
It's not for everyone.
It's not for everyone.
It's not for everyone.
Yenza sure ukuthi your heart is ready and your mind is ready and usudelile, and then do your research.
Yeah, you'll never be the same.
You
uhlezi emall, then this voice comes and funa ibhakede ligcwele into enje. Yo.
And iyakhuluma.
Ayikhulumi nje ngedlozi ngeyimpawu. No, utshela straight.
Ama-omens namaphupho hayi bafu yizwa la. Uyoqina ke mase sikubhekile sikubona ingathi uyasabela singazi ukuthi usabela ini. Forever shaky. Asigxeki. I just want to be honest. Singamageba asigxeki ithwala. Yebo kulento lesikuyo amafutha weyilwane nemithi nemimoya siyayisebenzisa. Yingakho we need to warn you guys from your hunger, man. Don't let your hunger put you in a situation that is irreversible. Because for the last time I'm saying it, ungenile.
Hayi mkhulu siyabonga. Ngiyathemba ukuthi nizwile and you make informed decisions. Wazi ukuthi wathatha le ndlela.
Asisaphindele emuva.
Exactly.
Kubuhlungu esizweni sabantu abamnyama bafo. Imali icindezela abantu, but more than anything ukulamba, indlala. Indlala izokuyenza ukuthi uwenze izinto ezijulile. Indlala izokuyenzisa izinto ezijulile. Sizwela labo bantu abangena engcindezweni because bebalambile ngoba kunzima. Isimo somnotho la South Africa sibucayi. La eMzansi nje kubucayi. Kodwa azizweli umuntu osifakile yena athi hayi mina ngifuna ukuphila kamnandi. Phila manje kamnandi ngenkani.
Nanokuthi guys, hey, just be careful man. Ungacabanga ukuthi uzoya la uyakhona eGibhithe, eMozambique ulande lento ukhiphi uyilande mahhala noma ukhiphe i-R100 bese wena uyophila kamnandi uphila ngama-million. Ayisebenzi kanjalo. Caphelani ukuthatha izinto ey'nyangeni ningakhokhi ngoba if you don't pay ngemali, you gonna pay. You're gonna pay mhlambe lento izodlala ngey'nhlanhla zabakini. You're gonna pay. Just know you're gonna pay. So nyekele lento yokuthi cabanga ukuthi ngiyolanda into ejulile eGibita bese you're gonna come back and things are just gonna be nice. No, there's a price to pay.
And check the prices. Ungathathi into cheap. Ungathathi into that's made in China, made in Taiwan. Product yakho izokuxaka i-product yakho uma ingasalawuleki. Mase kutshela yona ukuthi angifuni namhlanje.
No, I want to ngigcwalisele lapho ngithi omunye uzothi uzoya kwinyanga ayidelele athi anginamali ngifuna into esebenzayo fast. Inyanga athi okay, thatha la, uyithathe le nto ikusebenzele kodwa kubhubhe bonke basemndenini. Ufuna inyanga ingaphenduli ngoba wena you didn't wanna pay. It's nothing for free, guys. Umuntu makathenga le nto idinga amafutha ajulile, izinto ezingena laphayana zinzima, ziyabiza, kumele uye kuphi ubribe ubani wena bese wena uzofika la uthi anginamali.
Asicabangeni bafethu, asicabangeni masijula. This is a message as well to amagedla ney'nyanga, to amakhehla amakhulu that are in this thing. Abantu mabaxwayiswe. Let's not just give people, unless umuntu athi hey anginandaba mina, either give them the reply yokuthi ngihlolile angeke uyibekezelele phuma la
Yeah.
naye ukuthi umuntu athi akanandaba umbona kahle from inkulumo yakhe ukuthi lo I give him 2 weeks max. Nemali le uyoba yishisa the way asangene ngakhona. Angasakhona uyibekezelela lento leyo just from ukuthi into ibe la. Uyibone la.
I want to also add ngithi labantu lawa obabonayo abahlanya amaphara noma umuntu ahamba badobha amaphepha noma umuntu nje ahamba, not always ukuthi bamshayile ngobuthakathi. Sometimes it's because uhambile wayelanda into ejulile wageja imigomo yamhlanyisa wahlanya. Uzibuza ukuthi lo muntu lona bekayi-CEO kuphi noma bekahlala kuphi esantini maye sekazula adobha amaphepha.
Bakwethu, it's a sneak up in place. It's not a game for small children. Ukuthi ulame kangakani. Izani inyanga zini abathandazi baningi. There are many methods. There are many Eastern mystics and sages. Do your research.
Why ungagezi inhlanhla yakho? Why ungaphakamisa inhlanhla yakho?
Hlola isimo senhlanhla ekhaya. Ubone ukuthi okay inhlanhla yethongo lami iphelela la. They can get me a job this far. Bekwamathongo that are business minded. They can push my business this far. And then uhambe uyobheka ukuthi yiliphi ikhubalo nemithi engayithola ehlanganiswe naloko engangiphakamisa to go from 40 kilometers an hour to 80 kilometers an hour. Wena hamba ke ukugijima ulanda 500 kilometers an hour. Uzoqina. Uzobamba lishisa lipholele esandleni because you wanted something ebungeke uyimele. And you know that's the thing, Kesa. Another thing I need people to understand ukuthi isithwalo uzosibona. Lento abakunike yona in one way or another, whether ulele ebusuku or whether uvukile. Izovele izibonise yona iyazibonisa ukuthi hey sengikhona. The question is, how strong is your spiritual mind?
Can you handle
seeing something uyibekezelele mose uyibhekile?
And this now it applies to everyone, not just Banabamoya that have a third eye that can barely see things. Now that you have taken this thing, uzoyibona, that's what Mkhulu is saying.
Uzoyibona. And hey, as you saying, abantu bayahlanya la. Abanye abahlanyi because bageja inkomo. Abanye babaleka. Abaleka during the process. Umuntu sebamuse ezibeni, sebamuse emanzini. Ayibona lento le iphuma lapha emanzini. Wadla phansi. Angeke ubone imfihlo ejulile ubaleke. Bese uhamba uyotshela abantu esipotini ukuthi hey wangibonisa hey uzohlanya.
Kwamele uhlanye.
Uzowadobha amaphepha. It's a sneak up in place. So prepare your mind and be umuntu onesibindi. Mawusebenzisa imithi, you must always be ready for umlilo. Once usebenzisa iy'lwane, you must be prepared for umlilo. Once wathwalisa ngesilwane, there is no longer any preparing. It will happen. Umlilo uzodaleka.
But you must know ukuthi nawe you must do your part of the deal. If you don't do it, it's either uzoyenza ngenkani ungafuni noma uzohlanya noma ikuthathe ufe.
So bantu benkosi asigxeki lutho. I keep repeating this because asikhiphi isinkwa emlomeni wey'nyama.
Hambani.
Each to his own.
Yes.
Each to his own. Do your thing.
Masodelile ngempela.
But
we don't judge you.
It's always good to receive needed guidance and needed warnings, so that if utsheliwe ukuthi it's a radioactive zone, kodwa there's diamonds there, ngena wazi ukuthi it's a radioactive zone. Ukuthi mawuphuma lapha you might not be the same.
Mkhulu masivale.
Siyabonga bakwethu man, igedla lamakhosi le ngihamba nomekhenika la. We hope asikhulumanga
sanyathela amakhonsi.
Yeah, sanyathela amakhonsi asusa uchuku. Again, we're more than welcome for anyone who feels they want to dispute what we're saying, for anyone who wants to give their view or their opinion. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Sinthanda nonke ngothando lukaMveli Mncane. Mkhulu.
Hayi, ngibonga nina, ngibonga wena mkhulu, ngibonga nina enisupportayo. Siyayivala mkhulu.
Makhosi.